Lambo got cut in half, which means it's time to buy something!
Hooray!
Alright. So there's something I haven't really shown off yet at all, and that's the custom blocks. These are abilities...
And their amazing concertina music.
One of the moves you can buy is Ukemi, a move from Beautiful Joe, and that works fairly similarly.
There's a zoom in button?
No, but it does something similar to... There's no zoom in, but it basically does the same thing Ukemi did.
Okay.
We're gonna buy Dodge Mine, though. So, custom blocks are different abilities that you can equip, but you have a limited amount of slots for blocks.
Okay.
So, like, we have 2 right now, and there's that bar in the bottom right. All the experience points we're getting throughout the game also go towards this bar. So once each chunk gets filled up, we get another slot for custom blocks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. There's a couple of different builds you can go with custom blocks, and some
So
of them
eventually
are...
it's sort of like Bastion, where you're mixing and matching.
Yeah, there's a couple builds you can get with custom blocks that are not game-breaking, but incredibly useful.
Team, here are the details of your next assignment. An enemy parasitic intelligence extractor has taken over one of our key communications facilities, Blossom Tower. We need you to get rid of
Is
that data
Blossom
parasite
Tower
on
in
the top.
Japan?
Our
No.
firewall may
Oh,
have been
okay.
breached,
Same city.
So the Virgin Victory is going offline to sit
If you hold down the right trigger, you can see through their masks during cutscenes.
No worries, dude. My Valiantium blade will split that alien bug thing and the tower in half quicker than you can say extermination time. Boom!
Yeah. He's making eyes at the ladies, and they're like hardly any ladies.
Yeah.
Defense systems. You need to make 100% sure that it survives the battle without a scratch, or we'll be as good as blind.
Ah, Blue. Truly an artist of destruction.
What a little
Sailors
dork.
like you, who needs invaders?
I'm really happy that you can do this, and they still actually took the time to animate the eyes, even though most people will never see them.
Entering enemy Argon radar range. Red alert. Shutting down online tactical protocols.
Go to work, wonderful 100. We're counting on you.
Roger. Team, fall in!
Roger.
Team, unite up! Roger.
So I like that, well, first, we're on a giant circle, so of course, it's gonna have something hidden in it. Anything circular, please circle it. There's almost always something in it.
We have so many wonderful heroes already.
Yeah, I like that even though Blossom City is under attack, these people in the background are just still driving along like nothing's going on.
They're all postmen. They all have to show up, you know.
So there's one move I got off screen. This is Wonderful Rising. This is you get this just from leveling up the swords more.
So it's just a launch strike?
Yeah, it's a launcher. And because you have 2 jumps, you can use 2 in a row. So this is what Wonderful Launcher is a good way to launch enemies and then juggle them. You do it just by jumping and attacking very quickly.
So it's called Wonderful Rising. Is that supposed to be an MGR thing, or are there only so many synonyms in the world?
It might be. Also, this is Dodge Mine. As long as we have that thing equipped, every single time we dodge, we'll drop a mine that either blows up after a couple seconds, or it blows up when an enemy touches it.
And I'm gonna guess there is friendly fire on that, like you can...
Nope. No friendly fire.
Oh, okay. Well, then why were you hiding from it?
Just so you could see it. Otherwise,
Okay.
all the people just kind of spill out over the mine.
Okay.
More space peppers.
Alright. Did that line become a circle somewhere to grab those people?
Yeah, they were...
Okay.
I was grabbing them off... They were off the screen, I was grabbing them so I didn't have to grab them while fighting people.
Ah.
Yeah. So, with juggling, enemies that are stunned when hit with the launcher get thrown up into the air. And because you have 2 double jumps, once you get done with your combo, you can launch them a second time to keep them in the air even longer. The juggling can get absurdly complicated in this game if you want, with how long you can keep it going.
I'm guessing there are going to be a lot of launch moves that you can continue to link.
Yeah,
by the end.
there are lots of moves not even related to launching that eventually become useful in, like, extending juggle combos. Also, I love these guys because they're completely useless by themselves. They can't do anything. stunning enemies via climb attacks also lets you launch them. One of the other things that is pretty good for continuing juggling combos is to call in extra Unite morphs midair. And if you can fall down faster than they can, like with the sword's final hit of his combo, you can land on the ground before they do, and then try to catch them midair again.
Can you juggle with Unite Gun?
Yes.
Aha! Alright. Some good old Devil May Cry action.
Who wants to go to Choco-La-La land?
That is the best theme park I've ever heard of.
Yeah, every weapon gets a... except for one, actually. All have some sort of variance of the wonderful Rising move.
But what's wrong with that other one? Wonder Chef!
His gun is a baguette.
Are we playing a Tails game now?
I guess so, yeah.
We have found the Wonder Chef.
We'll just pause here and we'll bake a lot of sandwiches. Munch and crunch cakes.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed to LP a Tails game without Kuvo. We gotta get him out on this video. It is a rule. You're leaving that flaming pepper back there alone?
It's actually way up. This is where you can actually grab it. It's actually way up in the air.
You can't even get it with all your multi-launchers?
So you can get pretty close with just using a double jump and the launchers, but it's still a little short. There's a couple ways you can get it, though. One way is good use of the hang glider can get you there from the top of this building, or you can just hop in one of these UFOs and just go over to it. So I haven't used it too much, but small enemies can also be sucked up with a gun, just like the bombs.
Nice.
And like with the little dogus, they'll get one-shotted once you fire them out of the gun.
The gun just seems incredibly useful. Oh, that's not a pepper at all! It's one of those things!
Yeah, a heart piece. Yeah, the gun is... Also, I like how when there's only one guy in the flying saucer, so everybody else is just hanging on to each other. It seems really dangerous.
Yeah, it's the end of Muppets Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in the gachapon?
Dramatic!
The Caremakers.
Oh, it's good... Wait, what is she? Is she gun?
Yeah, she's a gun.
Okay. Is that the first person with a gun that isn't super fat?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, this is my favorite mechanic in Crackdown 2. Oh, I thought you were gonna land, didn't you? No, you're not.
So yeah, controlling the hang glider is pretty simple. It's just jumping whenever you start descending so you can get more air. I just suddenly remembered this. So Wonder Makeup is Priscilla Belrose from Australia. She is a reference to a play that I can't remember the name of right now. Oh no. It's about a group of drag queens traveling across...
Oh, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Also a film starring Hugo Weaving as a drag queen.
Yeah. There's also a couple other, I think there are like two other wonderful ones that are also just built around being a reference to some sort of play.
It just makes me wonder if Harvey Fierstein had much input on this game. Dude made a whole career on drag queens. He was even in Mulan, for God's sake.
Wow.
Mrs. Doubtfire in that. La Cage and the Birdcage, of course. Everything with drag queens. Harvey Fierstein, I'm telling you.
Well, dang.
He got Tony nominated this year for yet another play about drag queens.
Dang. I mean, it seems to work for him, so... So when you're reflecting these bombs, if something else is in the way, they'll take the damage instead.
We're juggling in so many ways today.
Yeah. So all enemies fall to the ground at different rates. So some enemies can be a little...
What is the purpose of that?
It means that some of them are harder to juggle.
Okay.
Yeah. So like this guy, these guys are pretty easy to juggle, but they're still falling faster than I can hit them with the sword. So like later abilities will lets us kind of fix that. Also, the gun can kind of do a different kind of launcher. When big enemies are stunned, the bazooka can shoot giant enemies. But they have to be stunned or dizzy for it to work. You can't just suck them up instantly like with the smaller enemies.
That would be rude.
Yeah. And just firing them does a lot of damage to them. You can't really juggle them after that. They'll just eventually land no matter what when you launch them from the gun. Yeah, another thing the gun is useful for is taking care of really mad enemies that have gained armor. Because, like, that guy, he still takes a little bit of damage once he becomes mad and gains armor. But if you try to hit them with the Unite Morph, it breaks. But because you're just shooting bullets, your gun isn't going to break.
Right. You totally outsmarted them. Good job.
Why do they make these giant keyholes just for them?
Well, it's apparently their main headquarters, even though they only leave one guy here.
Yeah.
Everybody get in the phone booth.
Toilet.
Phone poop. Geth Jerk file. I love reading Geth Jerk files. That's my favorite organizational tactic.
Well, you know, Wonder Red just likes to curl up by the fireplace every night and just read about Geth Jerk.
How do you think he passed all his exams?
Yeah.
He's an expert.
Useless information.
That's my friend, Wonder Blue. Kindly do not speak to him in such a manner.
I don't think they want us getting near Blossom Tower.
Team, unite up!
Roger.
We already are. We can't go anywhere. I know you're really enthusiastic to be commander for the first time, but so we also get control over the little shuttle we're riding on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, any movements you do also moves this.
I guess one of the wonderful people is just a CTA worker in their secret identity time. I would love a public transit system that works even though like half the tracks are missing.
Yeah.
Seems to be a problem in my city lately.
So these little guys just shoot torpedoes, but they only shoot them straight ahead. So you only really need to worry about the one directly behind you.
The Wonder Green disagrees, it would seem.
Yeah, I mean it's still worth going after the other ones just to get more points.
Okay.
One of the other useful things with the gun is, you know, we have that combo multiplier there. Every time you hit an enemy, it'll go up by a certain amount depending on which Unite Morph you're using. With the sword and fist, each hit makes the combo multiplier go up by 0.04. The gun, each hit, it goes up by 0.10. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm watching.
So if you can't really do much else during combat, you can at least wail on enemies with your gun just to make the combo multiplier skyrocket.
Yes.
Whoop. So we also have a health bar in the bottom right for the shuttle we're driving on. If the shuttle gets damaged, it does not impact your medal for damage. It's only if you get hurt.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. There is a bottle cap for not getting hit at all, though. Like,
So the only hit points that matter are the first and last.
Yep.
It's nice to see they're trying to improve on the ending of Resident Evil 4.
Oh. Oh, yeah. We can't do any sweet flips, though.
Aww.
There are no flips, I'm sorry.
If there was one game where I would expect sweet flips,
Well,
Be Wonderful 101.
I would say there are definitely a lot of sweet flips in this game, just not with this thing, unfortunately.
What are our tax dollars even doing in this city?
I don't know, man. I'm glad the people who are just constantly getting shot out as bullets know how to jump back somehow.
They're expert heroes.
Maybe they're just using the explosions to launch themselves back.
Yeah. That's physics.
So eventually this thing will just start chasing after you directly.
It took it long enough. It seems like a good idea.
Yeah. He's pretty easy to take care of, though, just alternating between the gun and reflecting his laser back at him. He also continues to launch torpedoes at you, but they come out of the sides, so as long as he's on the...
literally nothing?
Yeah, unless he's like on one of the side rails, they might hit you then, but...
Okay.
He's generally focusing on you in the center. There is one instance, I think, yeah, right here, I had to dodge one. I'm very glad I noticed it. Perfect driver.
Oh, yeah. Everyone at home should know it's true. He's a very good driver. I've always felt safe getting a ride.
Hooray.
And then they crash and your life flashes before your eyes.
Oh god, no.
Oh man, it's time for an evil rival.
Yep.
Of course it is.
Yep. Nearly every single game that Kamiya has made features an evil rival.
He's like you, but evil. Perhaps not by the end of the game.
This guy is really great, though.
How many eyes you got, bro? This dude dropped right out of Captain EO, and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, this outfit is the best.
This guy is just one of my favorites of the whole game.
They just unite morphed.
Bring them on. Me, my Valiantium blade, and alien make 3. Once I cut them in half, it makes 4. If I cut them again, you're gonna get like 6? 6.
You've managed to fend off my attack. Most admirable.
Identify yourself.
At last, I lay eyes on the pathetic planet CHIQ. What do you call it? Dearth?
Dearth? Wait, Blue, is that like the official name?
Are you kidding me? Ah, did I make an error? I could have sworn that the guidebook says,
Hand over that book immediately.
Forget the
I need to read it.
I'm a teacher!
You are someone of some authority then? I can see it in your eyes.
I'm Wonder Red, Special Combat Agent in charge. Sentinel's Planetary Secret Service.
Blunder Red, a fascinating name. As for myself, I am heir to the throne of the Comet Rulo and extraordinary leader of the space pirates, Gaizak. To my people, I am the esteemed Vorkin Oji. However, since I've been informed your
Vorkin also has a lot of great music
language
associated with him.
for my title, I will allow you to call me Prince Vorkin.
So this is our second Platinum game we've LP'd, and this is the second game that features Quentin Flynn hamming it up.
Danger quotient unknown!
An unknown power level.
I don't care if you're king of the universe, bro. You need to step off our planet.
Chugi, what is your read on this Blunder Red's combat ability?
Unknown.
Master, I sense he poses little threat.
I don't even know that guy's footprint.
Just lift up your foot for a second, Shuki.
Dude, stop
Blue one
snacking.
completely ignored. Blue remains stuck.
It is business time. No time for mochi.
Truly a guiding light.
If 4 kids translate that, that would just be a donut. It looked the same, but they call it a donut.
Invaders, surrender your arms or we'll have to use force.
Surrender my arms? I'm afraid that is not going to happen. You see, I need them for battle. A righteous battle, I might add. the reasons for which I would be happy to iterate for you should take about 10 to 15 minutes of your time. Shall we begin?
Wonder, Red. And, yeah, fine. We'd be delighted to hear your story.
What? Seriously?
Then I shall begin at the beginning.
How long
It
is
was
this
long,
track?
long ago, 240 years to be exact, on my beloved Rulo, 1.2 trillion light years away. I was born the first son of an imperial family, making me heir to the throne. As the heir apparent, I spent my days studying the finer arts of imperial decorum.
My
until I
pinky
joined
sticks
the
out so
famed
far,
Imperial
you wouldn't
International
believe it.
School.
I also took a hobby in combining into giant hands.
I poured myself into my studies, surrounded by classmates who shared my vision for the universe. Yet one fateful day, something happened that changed my life forever. She was a new student, just transferred to the class next door, and I was smitten.
If I may, we should not keep his omnipotence waiting.
Really?
Wait, what about that fateful day?
Dude, who cares?
You must prove you are worthy to hear the rest of my tale. We will do battle, warrior.
You must prove you're worthy of my chamber music quartet.
Small amusement, I will share my tragic fate. To arms, Blunder Red.
Diplomacy has failed, wonderful 100. Team, unite up!
That's the best line.
So Vorkin, people find him incredibly difficult. I think he's one of the best fights in the game. He's pretty rad. He works on rules incredibly similar to your own. The only thing that's really different is that his guts can block piercing attacks like the sword.
Ah, what a jerk.
Yeah, but any damage done to all the other members in his group will knock them out temporarily, which means he won't be able to make as big of a Unite morph. His blunt attacks can be shattered.
Do your dodge mines affect him
Yes.
in any way?
Actually,
Yes.
it's very good. Just dodging right in the middle of him scatters a ton of his members all at once.
with the mine.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he can also
What the
Shugi.
fuck, dude?
Yeah, so he has your Unite morphs, but Shugi can also morph into different gigantic versions of Geth Jerk enemies.
So you're fighting two Unite morphing bad guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Vorkin generally has your moves. He actually doesn't have the sword right now. He only has the fist and gun, and he likes to stick with the gun mostly, especially if you're right up in his face.
The fisting gun, the most fearsome weapon of all.
So, if you pull out a hand that's 100 people like this, it tears through them. 3 health bars with not even 2 full punches. Also, kablam, dodge mine.
Unite hand!
Please Unite hand!
Oh, please God! Unite jetpack, something!
Just when things were getting good. Chugi, remember that proposal I proposed we propose? Warrior of Dearth, Blunder Red, was it?
Wonder, Red.
Your skills have inspired me, as I'm sure I have inspired you. What say you? Join me, and together we will roam the galaxy as...
Never.
Wow, that was quick.
We don't negotiate with invaders. We are the sworn defenders of peace on our planet. We are the wonderful 100.
We enforce peace by stabbing it and punching it.
I suppose
With a
everyone
gun.
has to have a hobby. Even I once had a... Of course, your fate is sealed.
It was
either
cucumber
way.
sandwiches.
I will allow you
They
to
were so
reconsider
refreshing on
my
the
offer.
croquet
I
pitch.
expect a different answer when next we meet. Shugi, nap time.
As you wish, Master.
What is this, kindergarten?
So what's
Where are you going?
really great about Vorkin is that there are just a few times in in this game where Quentin Flynn very shortly lapses back into Jack the Ripper voice.
Unite sword!
So, Glenn, okay, here we go.
Who were they?
Oh, sorry guys, we all just had to catch our breath for a second.
It's not the showy special effects that win the fight, it's the team.
Have we just received a lecture on the merits of teamwork from Blue? Glorious, wouldn't you agree?
Stuff a beret in it.
There was something about those pirates. I just can't put my finger on.
What is it, Red?
Probably nothing.
It was just, he had such great taste.
Let's
Even
move.
my giant 100-man fist fingers. No, I think I'm gonna get punched.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unite hand.
Again, a circle is very hard to draw.
Why not just do the hang glider again?
Yeah.
Unite sword!